Hi there, you're very welcome to our full moon in Virgo flow here at Sunflower Yoga. So the Virgo full moon is here to help you find that balance between kind of believing in your dreams but also feeling kind of grounded in reality into what you can actually achieve. So the full moon is all about taking action. So it's time now to think about those actions you need to take to help you move forward with your new moon intentions. The sign of Virgo is the ruler of the digestive system and the abdomen. So this is where we're going to focus part of our yoga flow in this practice today. So this week, the voice of your inner critic may be feeling a bit louder than normal as we reach the peak of this full moon in Virgo. So please, I invite you, instead of letting this inner critic self-sabotage, instead perhaps use this voice in your journaling this week to help you kind of pick out those common stories that are coming up and to help you kind of channel this energy, help you kind of release what you need to release with this full moon and help you work out what it is you need to kind of do to move forward, with your intentions. So please do bring whatever energy you have to this practice today, wherever you are in your cycle, in your life, in your week, please just honour where you are at and just take exactly what you need, from this practice. Please do as well, after this practice, hop over onto the Yoga Nidra meditation as well. This is a really beautiful, restful practice to help you kind of drop into this full moon energy and just listen into those little whispers from the full moon, into those things which we're celebrating this cycle, those things we're grateful for, and those actions that we're looking to take now with this rising, this cool energy of the full moon. I'm suffering a little bit today myself with hot flushes, so please bear with me if I have to dash or get some water. Had a couple of technical hitches this week as well, so just trying to kind of ground myself into this practice as well, but I'm here to offer you some comfort and ease in your practice and offering this back to myself today as well. Okay, so we're going to begin in easy seated pose, just seated on the mat there in your comfortable position. Could be cross-legged, it could be up on the knees. You could even pop into lying down as well if that's more accessible for you right now. And just invite you just to bring your hands just over the heart centre there, just dropping the gaze there, closing over the eyes. I'll just invite you now to imagine the picture of a kind of a burning candle flame there, flickering at the heart centre. And keeping your attention at this candle flame there at the heart centre. And just notice what happens with this flame, as you move your breath in and out. And we're going to hold this candle flame with us throughout our practice today, just helping us to shine a light within, and really inviting a time for celebration and gratitude at this full moon, as well as using it to highlight those actions, we're looking to take now to move forward with those intentions we set at the new moon a couple of weeks ago. And just allowing the body to soften and release a little bit more now with each exhale. Inviting softness in the jaw, through the shoulders and the neck. Now this is your practice now. Your time to rest, your time to step within. I'm just lifting the gaze there, opening up the eyes, just bringing the hands to rest there in the lap. Okay, so we're going to move into our little warm-up flow now. We're just going to begin by inviting the right ear down towards the right shoulder there. The left hand might feel like just grazing the mat there with the fingertips. You might just like to bring the right hand just to gently rest on top of the head there and to send the breath there into the opening there, the left hand side of the neck. And lifting back to centre. We're going to invite the left ear down towards the left shoulder now. The left hand just come rest on the lap. The right fingertips there can just graze the mat. And then just notice if you'd like to just bring that left hand up there or not. Sending the breath there into that opening there in the right hand side of the neck. And coming up to centre, fingertips to the shoulders now. We're going to open into some shoulder rolls. It's opening up across the chest there. And then we're going to take that in the opposite direction. And we're going to bring the right hand down, reaching the left arm over into a side bend, keeping that left hip bone grounded there. I'm going to bring that left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind, straight spine, then we're going to bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Then we're going to cross that right arm over to meet the left knee there, arching into the upper back. And we're going to release the cross. We're going to come into that side bend, bringing the left arm over this time. Sorry, the right arm over this time. And then we're going to bring that right hand down to the left knee. Inhaling with a straight spine. Exhale, bring the gaze over the left shoulder. And then we're going to bring that left arm over. So meet the right knee there, arching into the upper back there. Releasing the hands there. And we're going to move into a tabletop position now. So we're going to come into our cat-cow flow. So drawing the navel up towards the spine there. And we're going to drop the belly, lift the chin, open up across the chest. So just moving slowly and mindfully here. And as we're at the full moon here, a time of release and letting go, you might like to add on a lovely releasing lion breath next time you drop into cow belly. So extending that tongue right down to the chin there, eyes coming to meet the nose. So wide eyes, tongue down to the chin. And just coming back to that cat-cow. Oh, that felt really good, that lion's breath there. And then we're going to come back to our tabletop. We're going to step the right foot through now into a low lunge. So I'm just going to lean into the lunge there, just opening up into that left hip flexor. And then we're going to come up onto the back knee there. And we're going to bring the arms parallel with each other at shoulder height. And then we're going to draw the right arm back as if we're drawing back a bow and arrow there. Bringing the gaze back with the right hand if that feels good. So we're working into that kind of mid-back area and kind of all around the heart as well. A nice twist there for the tummy as well. And then we're going to release that left hand down, bringing the right arm to come up into a deeper dragonfly twist here. Bringing the hands down, we're going to step that right leg back. Maybe just a little rock back and forth might feel nice here. And then we're going to step that left foot through now. Resting in that lunge there, sending that breath into that right hip flexor there, the left glute. Then we're going to lift up, bringing the arms parallel there with the shoulders. Then we're going to draw that left arm back. Option to bring the gaze back as well as we nourish the mid back there, all around the heart, and this bow and arrow. And then we're going to bring that right hand down, left hand up to the sky in that lovely dragonfly twist, really nourishing for our spine and all the digestive organs. We're going to come back to the ground there, coming back to that tabletop. We're just going to move into some hip circles now. So here, just moving in a way that feels really nice and pleasurable for you. You really kind of get the shoulders involved here. Excuse me. Maybe reverse in that direction now. And then we're going to come back to the tabletop. We're going to come down to rest on the belly. And we're going to come up into a Sphinx pose. So the feet are out to the corners of the mat there. The forearms are pressed into the mat. The gaze is just gently resting off the end of the mat there. A really lovely stretch here through all the muscles in the tummy. Really squeezing out all the organs there in the digestive system. Keeping your breath smooth and deep here. Keeping the jaw nice and soft. Then we're going to drop down, bringing the hands under the shoulders. We're going to come up through tabletop and we're going to come down into child pose. So extending the knees nice and wide here, sending the hands down. Lovely stretch here across the lower back. Nice compression there on the tummy. And then we're going to walk the hands up. We're going to come up into high kneeling. Just popping the hands as if we're popping the hands there into the back pocket there. We're going to tuck the toes. And then I'm just going to open up into a gentle camel pose here. Opening up across the chest. And then we're going to rest back down on the knees there. Just taking a moment here just to check in with yourself. Perhaps bringing your hands back to heart centre, bringing your attention back to that flickering candle flame there at the heart centre that we began this practice with. What is this inner light showing you at this full moon? Releasing the hands there, we're going to come to lie down on the back now. So we're just going to come into a constructive rest pose. So the feet there are just hip distance apart. We're just going to bring the hands out to the side there, palms facing up. And we're just going to curl the hands into fists. And then we're going to stretch the fingers nice and wide. So just working through this. Kind of curl and stretch with the hands just for a few rounds there. And then from here, we're going to come into a banana pose. So we're just going to stretch. We need to move a little bit on the mats here. So from the centre of the mat, we're going to reach the arms overhead. We're going to bend the arms over to the right-hand corner of the mat there. And then we're going to shift the 2 feet over to the right-hand corner as well. Option to bring that left ankle over the right foot there. And just really enjoying this deep stretch there through the side of the body. And we're going to come back to centre. Just taking a full breath here. And then we're going to bring the arms over to the left-hand corner of the mat there. Bringing the feet over to the left as well. Option to bring that right foot over the left ankle. Nice, smooth, deep breaths here. Now then we're going to come back to centre, bring the hands back down the sides there, and we're going to come back into that constructive rest position there. We're going to shuffle down a bit more, and we're going to come into a nice reclined pigeon pose now. So we're going to bring that right foot just to rest on top of the left thigh there, just gently guiding the knee away from the body there. And this might feel like enough of a stretch for you, and if that's as far as you want to go, just please enjoy this stretch. Or you might like to just invite that left leg up off the mat there, just drawing the back of the thigh there in towards the belly a little. Just finding that position where you can keep your breath kind of smooth and deep. And maybe rotating into the ankle there on the left foot if you've taken the leg off the mat option. Then we're going to bring that left foot down. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. We're just going to sway from side to side here in this kind of cross leg windscreen wiper. You're not looking to go all the way down to the ground, just very much working with your range of motion here today. Then we're going to uncross the legs there, coming back the hip distance. We're going to bring the left foot up to the top of the right thigh there. Again, just guiding that left knee away from the body, keeping a flex there in that left foot as well. And staying here and enjoying this stretch, or inviting that right leg up, drawing that the back of the thigh in there a little. Taking a bit of movement there with that right ankle, if that feels nice for you there. And then we're going to drop that foot down, cross the left leg over this time, and then we're just going to take that little windscreen wiper and cross leg there, just for a couple of rounds. And then we're going to uncross the legs there, and we're going to draw the knees into the chest there. Taking a little rock from side to side might feel nice here. And then we're just going to bring the palms to rest just down by the side of the body there. And we're just going to send the right leg out, coming back in, and the left leg. Just alternating between the two legs here, or just staying with that knee to chest pose. Drawing the knees back into the chest. We're going to bring the feet down onto the mat there. We're going to come into a little bridge flow. So for our bridge today, we can just come up into bridge with the hands down on the ground, or as we bring the tailbone and the spine off the ground, we can option to bring the arms overhead as well. So taking the option of bridge that feels good for you today. So we're going to flatten out the lower back there. We're going to lift the tailbone. Just coming up into bridge, or option to bring the arms overhead and then bring everything back down again. I'm just going to take this a few times through, or just taking a few breaths there in that more traditional bridge pose. Just glutes a little squeeze there at the top. The next time everything comes back down, just staying here for a breath. Then we're going to draw the right leg into the chest there, sending the left leg long. Then we're going to come into a twist, so we're going to send that right leg across the body there. Left hand just to rest on top of that right thigh, right arm just out to the side. We'll just end in our practice here with a lovely nourishing twist. I'm going to come back to centre. Pulling the left leg in now, sending the right leg long. I'm going to send that left leg across the body there. And we're going to come back to centre. I'm just going to stretch the legs out to the side there, arms just taking up space as well. And we'll just rest here in a short savasana to give yourself a little breather, a little break at the end of this part of the practice. And then my invitation to you is to hop over and enjoy the Yoga Nidra meditation. You're getting yourself all cozy there with your cushions and blankets. I'm just going to wiggle out the fingers, wiggle out the toes there, taking a long body stretch. And we're going to roll over, bringing ourselves up to seated. And we're just going to bring the hands to heart centre, just coming back to that flickering candle flame that we began our practice with. I'm just noticing now if this flame's a little bit brighter now after the practice. Just bringing the hands together. Namaste. So thanks so much for joining me for this movement part of our full moon in Virgo practice. So please do hop on over to the Yoga Nidra meditation there as well. And remember as well the option to explore the journal prompts there in the little workbook. So thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week for our last quarter moon practice. Thank you.